Well, hello. Someone will soon say, "Stop vlogging, you're making too many vlogs." Oh dear. No, I'm not making enough. Um, if you hear this noise, yeah, that's the carry bag, remember? We're in winter. That keeps you, if you live in a car, it keeps your feet warm. Um, although, I must admit, the Tesco's bag is better than the cart bag. Just, just saying. No, today, I'm probably going to do something, I may decide to do something on a Monday, which is, well, I live a very simplistic, very minimalistic lifestyle, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Because so I may even do minimalistic Mondays. How's that? So just talking about it is. Well, there's been a big live stream about minimalism, but to live in a car, you are a minimalist. I am a minimalist. I don't need a lot of things in life. The best things in life are free. Don't you don't need a lot in life. It's like now you only got to be my old fogey age like me, and you'll see that people. Well, was it even back in the day? People used to have large families in terraced houses. Now, all these brand new big houses, it's like for two people, whatever, one person, two people, huge house. It's like obviously it's probably more an equity thing. It's just that the bigger the house, the more equity it increases in value over the years. But people don't. At some point, people are going to have to, on the basis that you can't take everything you got with you. You can't put the jag. Yeah, you can't. When you go in life, yeah. At the end, it's just, you can't put your nice fast car. Yeah, half a dozen fast cars. Your big detached house. You can't take it with you. Yeah. So at some point, people who live in these big, large houses, and these multi-million-pound houses, they are going to have to downsize to zero. Yeah, that's as simple as it gets. Even like to go into a care home later on in life, for everyone. You can't put your detached house in the care home, right? You get a room, and that's what you got, yeah. So at some point, people are going to have to downsize, and it's like, yeah, but I might need this, and you think, yeah, no, you're never ever going to need it ever again. It's like you're only storing it, or you're paying to store it, and even like now, people that go down to van life, yeah. How many people that have got their house and they've sold their house because they prefer van life to living in a house? How many people still have a storage unit while living van life? So they've got. It's almost like you've not really downsized if you still need a storage unit, have you? It's like van life is is trainee minimalism. Yeah, car life is minimalism at its best. Minimalistic lifestyle, because you can't get anything in a car, and you don't really need that much anyway. All you need is just the basics in life. And when you think about the basics, you go on holiday and you can get all the basics in life in one single suitcase. That's it. That is all you need in life. Um, but a happy disposition in life, happy disposition, an easygoing attitude, and non-stress free. So people make life more complicated than it really should be. It's as easy as yeah, as you want to make it. Life is as easy as you want to make it. Um, More people now are living a single life. There's dating sites everywhere, but people want to live life on their own terms, not having to you've only got to be in a relationship, and it's like two people want to do two different things. You might have had a busy week at work, and you know what? I just have a nice lay in on a Saturday. And your partner might think, you know what? I've got this, that, and everything else planned for a Saturday. You think, yeah, I just wanted to do nothing, have a lay in till about 12 o'clock, yeah, and just chill out after a busy week. And then it's not, you can spend half your life if you're in a long relationship doing so much that you probably don't want to do. It's because your partner wants to do it, and you think, you go along with it. But living a single life, a lot of people now are coming out of relationships and divorces and having like half the house, half the equity, and they're not needing to really go and buy another house, and they just buy a little simple van, design it how they want it to how they want to live life, and live a minimalistic lifestyle, which is costing virtually nothing. Especially if you actually if you either come out of a relationship and got half a house, or you've had your own house and sold your own house and got like people are buying narrowboats just to live a simple life. We've got solar coming on, especially in the States, looking at solar. It's making people generate their own electricity, their own energy, being more resourceful, more creative in life, and not having these bills. You see, in these fields of solar, the fields of solar are based on the fact that they can sell you energy, but there's nothing stopping you putting two solar panels on your van and living in your van, creating your own electricity, your own energy, and not having gas at all. I think gas is a finished power, and because you can have now like, electric hot plates, which you can get the energy from that big ball in the sky when it when it comes out. Although to be fair, uh, I've not seen it for a while because apart from this morning, yeah, that vlog, but because it's just been non-stop raining for about a week or so. Not that I'm complaining. I don't care if it rains, snows, winds, whatever. Um, and battery again, lovely. I don't know why it's doing that because it's charging now. But yeah, life, people's expectations of life. Many people living with like cancer. Uh, life can be short. Just too many people are waiting to get to 65. Some don't even get there, and it's live life now while you've got your health and the ability to live life, the ability to walk up a mountain if you want to, or go on a hike or a long walk or whatever, uh, and enjoy life and keep fit, just by just general exercise. Says he who doesn't actually walk much past out the car to the fast food place, and sometimes not even that far because I can actually drive through it. Um, but okay, my work keeps me a bit fit if I do a bit of handball, but when I'm driving. But yeah, people aren't needing the space that's the, well, this is it. People are living a more. There are some that are living such a minimalist lifestyle they can live in a van or a car, and there's some that still need a house, a big detached house. For what? If people can live in a car and people can live in a van, and you've only got to type in van life or van tours into Google, into YouTube, and there's thousands of van tours of people living a simple minimalistic lifestyle and loving it. And they're doing it from an earlier age now. They're buying a camper van or buying a van, which is costing them less than a year's wage, to buy the van and to design it how they want to design that, how they want to live, and fit it all out for less than a year's wage. And that's it, and not pay rent for the rest of their life. Because the alternative, if you can't afford to buy a house, is to pay 45 years rent to a landlord, plus. And then you've wasted half your life going to work, getting in the same traffic jam every single morning to go to work, to earn a few quid, to get in the same traffic jam every single night, to do the same thing the next 2 days, 3 days, just to pay either a landlord rent or a mortgage. Whereas if you bought a van, one, you could choose when you want to work, which means you haven't got to sit in the traffic jam and commute every day. You don't need a lot of the things you need. A lot of things in a house you don't need in a van, and two, you can't fit in the van anyway, so that makes it even easier for actually working out what you can get, what you need. Because basically, if you can't get it in the van, it don't go in the van. Um, I would have thought 10 years ago that vans have garages. You see these van tours and in the garage. You're in the garage. You mean through the back doors? So yeah, and that's it. You put a bed halfway up a van, and you have the back doors as like a garage, and you have your living room is effectively a bed. But then again, it's no different to renting a room. If you rent a room now in a shared house, there isn't most shared houses now. There's no living room or dining room. They're made into rooms, rented rooms. So all you've got is a bit of a half a diner, half a kitchen, and that is what you get. All you get is a shower, use of the shower, use of the bar, of the toilet, and use of a kitchen, shared kitchen. And that's if you're lucky enough to actually finish your work at a decent time where someone else isn't using the kitchen. So you got to wait for them to finish the cooking and hope they clear up after themselves, so that you can use the kitchen and clear. And then yeah, a queuing system. Yeah, it's just easier living in a van, living in a car, and going to a drive-through. Uh, just as simple as it gets. So what? And now even to rent a room, you're going to be looking at, to get a half decent room of some standard, you are looking at 500 quid plus, 400 to 500 quid plus per month. So you're going to be paying £5,000 of your hard earned every year just to live in someone else's shared room with people you don't know, queuing up to get the kitchen, queuing up to get the shower. When if you plan it right and get yourself like a gym membership or something, yeah, or if you like swimming, go to swimming, and yeah, just live a simple life. And then if you haven't got to earn the £500 to pay the landlord, you can work less, can't you? Like last week, what I worked last week, I worked this week and next week it's gonna be difficult, but last week I worked about 30 hours, 32. This week I worked excuse me, time. So this week I worked 8, 6, 16, 18 and a half hours this week. But so I worked 18 and a half hours. I've probably got a holiday. I'll take a holiday with that, I suppose. But the again, I haven't got to earn the next. So okay, I worked probably just 2 days. I worked a bit over a few days, but I haven't got to find or go to work to find the extra £100 a week to pay a landlord. All I do is I go to work, and when I finish work, home is where I park it. And there is famous YouTubers now that are doing that. They drive for a living, and when they finish work, they get in their camper van, motorhome, and just find somewhere to park up, and that's their home. They're home. No rush hour traffic. No, that's it. Everything they've got is in their camper van or their motorhome, and it's a lifestyle that people sometimes have to do because of necessity, and I had to do it. I had to live in a car because for necessity, with rent arrears. But and and like you go to the council, they could probably put you up somewhere. But it's that's like having finance on a car, or not being able to pay the finance on a car, and then they go to the council and they say, well, hey, we've got a car here on finance. I think, well, yeah, but I'm here in the first place because I couldn't pay the finance on the car. So it's pointless actually getting me another car with finance on it. That's effectively what the council's options for accommodation. When they should be saying, if you want to live the van life, we'll get a little cheap van for you. You just pay us so much off, so much a week for us, and that gets people into van life and out of paying expensive accommodation. See, this and getting themselves in a better financial state, paying off some debts, using the accommodation costs they would have actually been paying to a landlord, and paying it to themselves, which gives themselves a better financial situation. Um, and that's where we are. And they're saying, like, oh, we need how many millions of houses built? On what exactly? Yeah, we live on an island on in the North Sea. There's sea all around. Not a lot of space to build houses. And you've only got to look at today, at my videos today. So you only want a week of rain, and even that they'll probably have a hosepipe ban next year. Even like now, you could swim to work. You could swim down the M1. But this is how out of touch society is with society. You've only got to get through life. That's it, as cheaply as possible. But yeah, they don't need houses. There's enough houses now. The only reason we even need houses is because of relationship breakdowns. It's because people back in the day, people used to stay together, and now they don't. So then you need twice as many houses for that, yeah, for people to live separately. That's just basic simple maths. And I suppose with the next 20 years, more houses will become available. But the problem is that people that can't afford to buy houses now. It's not build more houses. If you build more houses, all you're doing is building more houses for landlords to buy. With landlords competing with landlords to buy, so they can rent them out to people who can't afford to buy houses. There's no point building more houses. It's working out a situation as to why people can't buy the existing houses. And they can't buy the existing houses because of